So, what's the good in having a YouTube channel if you don't indulge in a bit of mindless self-indulgence once in a while? As I mentioned before, I used to make music on my laptop. In fact, as you all should know, a blues jam song I made, I use as the intro to Spike Chat. And I've been wondering if the others are good enough to share with you, and they're probably not, but fuck it, I've been always asking myself, so I thought I'd finally do a video sharing the music I used to make and see what you think. All these songs are made on a sequencer software, Cakewalk, and I'm quite glad I managed to get my hands on some quite decent synthesizers. Well, to be accurate, 2 synthesizers plus actual drums, as I actually use real drum samples for the drums, and for guitar I use something of WebFX Slayer, which is a synthesizer that you can program actually like a guitar. You can put it through virtual amps, program it to do bends, which I took a lot of advantage of in the solo, so I did very much like that little piece of virtual kit. And also, I used a Hammond organ virtual synthesizer, Native Instruments B4 version 2, the B3 being the iconic model of Hammond, so I suppose B4 was meant to sound like one better. In fact, this program was so weighted, I'd even seen quite a few bands that instead of having a Hammond organ would have a MIDI keyboard going into a laptop running Native Instruments before Tune. So I was quite pleased with this little app. And also, I guess now I would admit these songs are what a lot of people might consider incomplete, as they don't have words. Instead, I used the saxophone on the virtual multi-purpose synthesizer built into Cakewalk to play what should be the vocal melody. So if for some reason you're still watching, here is the first song, and I would admit now these are in descending quality, so this I thought was my most complete and kind of catchy song. get the hang of having guitar licks that mirror vocal hooks, and that's a primary trick in pop songs to make them catchy. And in that song I try to do that with the da-da-da-das, or whatever they sound like. Next up, we have my attempt at a sad piano-based song. I admit I wanted to make something that sounded quite like Karma Police by Radiohead, but I totally fucked up. It didn't in any way and sounded much more sad, which in a way is a good thing because it doesn't sound like a rip-off of Karma Police. Anyway, this is my sad piano-based song. there. I admit I'm quite proud of the intro and the outro, but the main song isn't quite up to the standards, but never mind. Obviously, I made a few in the style of Neil Young, or at least with hints of the great man. And next up is my first and only attempt at a waltz. It's a kind of angry rock waltz. I did start to write lyrics for this one. Some girl I asked out and she said no, sorry, and I then had ideas for a lyrical, and then you say you're sorry. I can't quite remember all of the lyrics, but the hook line is, and then you say you're sorry. And the chorus is just one word. It don't mean that much. No legitimate reason to feel that angry over teenage lust, but fuck it, it gave me an idea for a lyric. Anyway, here it is, without those lyrics. I remember a few friends saying that song probably needed another layer, and I guess it did. I was going for Neil Young and Crazy Horse-esque sparseness, but of course I can't achieve the chemistry that Crazy Horse get on a fucking laptop. Continuing on the theme of my savior and his crazy horseman. Here's another track I made in the style of him. I did actually write lyrics to it, and you can find me singing the lyrics to it in a video from 10 years ago on this channel. It was recorded at an open mic night, so the quality is shit. Though, because it had lyrics, it probably goes on for one verse too long, so I hope you're patient. But there is, of course, a juicy Neil Young-esque solo, which I quite enjoyed programming, so look out for that. And now, ironically, the next track I had no intention of making sound remotely like Neil Young, but the guitar turned out rather Neil Young-esque. This is kind of a blues shuffle song, not 12 bar, so I did my own chord progression and it's got a riff. So this is oddly, if Neil Young played contemporary blues rock, it'll sound something like this. Though I admit not as good, I didn't get the tone right on the backing guitar, so sounds kind of primitive, but anyway, here it is. Why, don't worry, we're nearly done. In fact, this was going to be the last one. Then I said on my Facebook page, which you should all like by the way, that I was going to do a video of my old songs, and I had one comment just reading the word metal with tons of exclamation marks. So this was my stab at like a heavy metal kind of thing, or at least something really heavy, still with a melody. As per, it was meant to have lyrics, but didn't, so there's probably one too many verses just with the lyric melody, but still, it's got a solo, it's fucking heavy, so here, metal fans, have it. Right, last one, I promise. In this song, I was trying to make a kind of rock song that builds, and in a way I did that because it builds in quality. I'm not really happy with the first bit of the verse, but it seems to get progressively better. I think I was aiming for a stripped down hard rock sound, but it was, if anything, a bit too primitive. But it does contain the solo I'm most proud of, so just skip to halfway through the song if you want, 'cause then my virtual guitarist does rather rock out. you're still watching, fuck knows why, but that's what I used to do on my laptop. Apart from other things which I'm not gonna mention. Anyway, if you are watching this far, please give this video a like, share it round, because as I said before, minutes mean metrics, and you can say one thing about this video: it is fucking long. Okay, laters.